Assalamu alaikum dear students. Let's move further into the topic optics. In the last lecture so far we have studied the prism formula. You might have remembered that derivation that we derive, very important one. It is a refractive index of a prism is equal to sine of A plus delta m upon 2 upon sine of A upon 2. We derived this formula in the last lecture. Today what we have to do, we just have to understand the certain concept related with the angle of incidence and angle of emergence of a prism. Let's see what it is. So here we have taken one prism. Remember that it is an equilateral prism. It means what? It is having a refracting angle A is equal to 60 degree. Each and every corner of a prism is having a 60 degree angle of refracting. Now let us consider one incident ray. Let's give a name to the vertices A, B, C. As you already know that here that side AB and AC represent the two refracting surfaces of a prism and BC represent the base of a prism. Now here we have taken one incident ray. Let's draw the normal to measure the angle of incidence over here. And obviously this incident ray is going to be refracted inside the denser medium. Since the light is passing from rarer to denser medium, it will be deviated towards the normal. So let R1 is the first angle of refraction. Now let us see, when this refracted ray moves inside a prism, it will again incidence on the surface AC of a prism. So this refracted ray will become the incident ray over here. Now the light ray is going to move from denser to rarer. So here we have taken one special case over here. See that what we have to do, grazing angle of emergence. Grazing emergence angle means what? Here the refracted ray, the light ray which will come out of the prism, it is not going to move inside the rarer medium. Indeed, it will move along the side AC. It will just graze the refracting surface. So here we are having the angle of emergence. When you draw the normal on it, you will come to know that this angle of emergence is 90 degree over here. So in the topic total internal refraction, you have already studied that when the angle of incidence inside a denser medium is critical angle, at that time angle of refraction in a rarer medium becomes 90 degree. So I can say that this angle R2, which is the second refracting angle, it is nothing but the critical angle of incidence over here. Now for this critical angle, the emergent ray will just graze the surface AC of a prism. It will not going to move outside the prism. It will just graze the surface. So angle of refraction will be 90 degree for this particular ray. So here we have a grazing emergence angle. This is called as grazing emergence angle. Then what would be the angle of incidence for this particular grazing emergence ray? That we will have to calculate. So how you are going to calculate? We will calculate R2, then we will calculate R1, and after that we are going to calculate I minimum, means minimum angle of incidence for this particular grazing emergence ray. So as you all know that I have already told you that this angle, second angle of refraction, which is actually the angle of incidence on the surface or AC, this ray is going to move from denser medium to rarer medium. So it will have the formula of a critical angle. As you have already studied that the critical angle is having the formula sine inverse of reciprocal of refractive index. This is the formula of critical angle that we had already derived in the topic total internal reflection. So the same formula we are going to use over here. R2 is equal to sine inverse of reciprocal of refractive index. And here we have taken a simple glass prism. So glass is always going to have a refractive index 1.5. So we are having two things with us. that the refractive index of a prism is 1.5 and angle of prism, refracting angle of a prism is 60 degree. Such a prism is also called as symmetric prism. So let us calculate R2. Substitute the value of this refractive index in this equation of a critical angle. R2 is equal to sine inverse of reciprocal of 1.5 as n is having the value 1.5. So when you calculate this value, as the reciprocal of 1.5 will become 0.75 and its this ratio, its inverse will comes out to be equal to 41 degree 49 minute. When you search this value in the Mantissa column of natural sine table, you are going to get 41 degree and 49 minutes for the value of R2. Now from the prism formula only, we all know that angle A, refracting angle of a prism, is also equal to R1 plus R2. This was the equation that we had studied in the last lecture, the derivation of a prism formula. So from this equation we are going to calculate R1. So R1 will become A minus R2. What is A? A is 60 degree and R2, as you all know, it is 41 degree 49 minutes. So here the angle is written in terms of degree and minutes. Here also we are going to write this 60 degree in terms of degrees and minute. Remember that 1 minute corresponds to 1 degree corresponds to 60 minutes. So if it is a 60 degree, we can write it as 59 degree and 60 minutes. These two comprise to form 60 degree. So 59 degree 60 minute minus 41 degree 49 minutes. Now you can subtract the value. From the 60 minute, this value is to be subtracted, and from the 59 degree, this number 41 is to be subtracted. So we are going to get the value of R1 as 18 degree 11 minutes. So this is the angle of refraction at the first surface AB of a prism. Now what we will have to do, we will have to calculate what would be the minimum angle of incidence for such an emergence, such a grazing emergence ray. So from the formula of refractive index from Snell's law, we can write n is equal to sin I upon sin R. So I can write this as sin of I minimum upon sin of R1. Only first refraction is to be considered over here. So refractive index is equal to sin of I minimum divided by sin of R1. Now from this equation, when you calculate I minimum, we just substitute the value of n here. N is, as you all know, n is 1.5. Sin of I minimum, that we'll have to calculate, upon sin of R1, that you all know. Sin of R1 is 18 degree 11 minutes. When you substitute this value, you are going to get I minimum angle of incidence, for which the angle of emergence is 90 degree. You are going to get it as 27 degree 55 minutes, or you can write it as approximately it is equal to 28 degree. So minimum angle of incidence for which you are going to get the grazing emergence ray, that angle of incidence on the surface AB comes out to be equal to 28 degree. So these are the few things that you should know about the symmetric prism and grazing emergence angle. Now one more thing. We are having the formula of refractive index of a prism, n is equal to sine of A plus delta m upon 2 divided by sine of A upon 2. What is this A here? We all know it is angle of prism or refracting angle. What is delta m? Delta m is the minimum deviation position, for which when you retrace the path of a light beam, means when you take the incident ray on the surface AC, at that time angle I will become angle E and E becomes I. So it is possible you are going to get the same values of angle of incidence as well as angle of emergence if you take the value, if you keep your prism at the minimum deviation position. So here what we have to do, we are having this formula, delta M is the minimum deviation angle. So for equilateral prism or for a symmetric equilateral prism, this formula will have a certain change. N is equal to, you'll know that for symmetric equilateral prism, this angle is 60 degree. So substitute the value of A as 60 in our equation. N is equal to sine of A plus delta M by 2 divided by sine of A by 2. Substitute A as 60 over here. You are going to get 60 upon 2 will become 30 and delta M upon 2 will remain as it is. So in the numerator we are going to get sine of 30 plus delta M upon 2. Then in the denominator, as you all know that A is 60, so 60 divided by 2 will become 30, so denominator will become sine 30. You all know sine 30 is nothing but 1 upon 2. So this 2 will come in the numerator. You are going to have this formula of refractive index N as 2 sine 30 plus delta M upon 2. This is the equation of refractive index of a prism for equilateral or symmetric prism, means for which the refracting angle is 60 degree. Now let's move further to the important numerical in your textbook. Example number 9.9. So here you'll have to solve this numerical. Let's see how to solve it. Just now you are having few information about the angle of emergence and angle of incidence. For the grazing angle of emergence, means when angle of emergence is equal to E, at that time minimum angle of incidence will be approximately 28 degree, or it is 27 degree 55 minutes. So let's solve this numerical. For a glass, here we have given refractive index of a glass prism, N is equal to 1.5. So for a glass prism, refractive index 1.5, having refracting angle 60 degree. Refracting angle means angle of prism, angle A of a prism. For this particular prism, same prism that we have used in the previous example, determine the range of angle of incidence for which the emergent ray is possible from the opposite surface and corresponding angle of emergence. Here you will have to calculate the corresponding angle of emergence. Also calculate the angle of incidence for which I is equal to E. How much is the corresponding angle of minimum deviation? So you just have to calculate how many things you will have to calculate. You'll have to provide the range of angle of incidence and angle of emergence from both the side of the prism, means from the side AB as well as from the side AC of a prism. What should be the range of emergence angle and what should be the range of incident angle? Second thing, you'll have to calculate the angle of incidence for which I is equal to E. And after that, you'll have to determine the corresponding angle of minimum deviation, means delta M. So provided things are very few. Here we are having N is 1.5, refractive index as 1.5 and angle of prism is 60 degree. So we have to calculate all this thing which have been asked in the question. Part of it is just now we have done. We all know that minimum angle of incidence, maximum value of angle of emergence will be 90 degree. We all know that. This angle of emergence will be 90 degree. This is the maximum value of angle of emergence. Angle of emergence will not go beyond this 90 degree. So I minimum angle of incidence for which we are having maximum value of emergence angle is 27 degree 55 minutes and emergence angle is 90 degree. So this is the range from first side, from the side AB. Now from the principle of reversibility of light means you can take your angle of incidence from this side and you'll get a grazing angle of emergence on the side AB also. This is only possible When you retrace a part of a light beam, this is only possible whenever the angle of deviation, when you set your prism at delta is equal to delta m. So when you retrace a light beam from the other side, I will become E and E will become I. So from the principle of reversibility of light, I max then become 90 degree, minimum angle of incidence will become 90 degree, and emergence angle will become 27 degree 55 minutes. Both the values will interchange over here when you take the incident ray from the other side of the prism. Now second thing that we have to calculate is angle of deviation as well as the angle of incidence whenever I is equal to E. So from the formula of, from prism formula only, we are having n is equal to sine of, prism formula is n is equal to sine of A plus delta m upon 2 divided by sine of A upon 2. So this formula we are having, substitute the value of A over here, we are going to get n is equal to sine of 60 plus delta m by 2 divided by sine of 60 upon 2. Now put the value of n, it is 1.5, sine 60 upon 2 is sine 30, it is 1 by 2, this 2 will come in the numerator, it will become 2 only. Sine of 60 upon 2 is 30 plus delta m upon 2. Just now we have seen this formula for equilateral prism. Now divide this 1.5, when this 1.5 is divided by 2, this value will become 0.75 is equal to sine of 30 plus delta m upon 2. Then take the sine inverse function, taking this sine function to this side, it will become sine inverse. So our next equation will be, this angle will remain as it is, 30 plus delta m upon 2, it will remain as it is equal to sine inverse of what number you are having, it is 0.75. So 0.75, sine inverse of 0.75. Search this value 0.75 in the mantissa column of natural sine table and see in what degree and what minute this value comes. You are going to get that this value comes in a 48 degree 35 minutes. So 30 plus delta m upon 2 is equal to 48 degree 35 minutes. Now this 30 is to be taken from taken to RHS, it will become delta m upon 2 and 48 degree 35 minutes minus 30 degree. So when 30 degree is subtracted, you are going to get this answer, 18 degree 35 minutes over here. Then this 2 is to be taken to RHS. Multiply this angle with 2. You will be getting the value of angle of minimum deviation delta m is equal to 37 degree 10 minutes. This is the value of minimum deviation angle. Similarly, you'll have to calculate the angle of incidence, and you have been given one condition that I is equal to E. This is possible if and only if delta is equal to delta m. So from the relation between all the angles of a prism, we are having this equation, I plus E is equal to A plus delta. So I plus E, you all know what is I, you all know what is E, you all know what is A, you all know what is delta. So put the condition over here, what is given, I is equal to E. So at the place of E, we are going to write I. And delta will be written as delta m. Just now we have calculated the value of delta m. It is 37 degree 10 minutes. So substitute these two values in this equation. You will be getting it as I plus I. It will become 2I is equal to A is 60 degree plus delta as delta m. So 37 degree 10 minutes. So 60 degree plus 37 degree 10 minutes, it will become 97 degree 10 minutes. So 97 degree 10 minutes is equal to 2i. Then calculate the value of I. Value of I will become, when you divide this 97 degree 10 minutes by 2, you are going to get it as 48 degree 35 minute. Although you can get this value from here only, because this angle is nothing but A plus delta M upon 2. And we all know that this value is equal to angle of incidence. So you can directly write this value as 48 degree 35 minutes when you say that I is equal to 30 plus delta M by 2. Or either you can calculate it out. It is 48 degree 35 minutes. So the numerical is solved. All the minimum and maximum values of angle of incidence and angle of emergence has been provided over here. And we have calculated the value of angle of deviation. It comes out to be 37 degree 10 minutes. And similarly, we have calculated the angle of incidence, for which I is equal to E. At that position, we are going to get I as 48 degree and 35 minutes. So hope you all have understood the numerical. Thank you.